So is the NYPD going to allow another Tesla riot to shut down the business for I can't recall if this is the third week or the fourth week in a row that it would be allowed to happen. I think the first week they busted the window. The second week, I can't remember, last week was the second or third week. But obviously, it's my opinion, and I don't know if this has been decided in court or not, but it doesn't seem to be within the context of the First Amendment to force your opponent's business to close. I mean, how many businesses could tolerate even one, let alone 2 or 3 weekends in Manhattan of just involuntarily closing down? And remember, the idiotic commentary from the NYPD last week was, oh, well, that's Tesla's choice. So no, idiots, their choice is to have people come in there and look at and purchase cars on Saturday. But when everybody going there, first of all, working there, feels intimidated to be inside there, and everybody going there, people are, yelling at their cars and stuff. I just don't think you can intimidate people's customers. It's really not protest. It's a form of economic warfare. And by the way, this is what they do all the time. This is what they did to me, shutting down my big YouTube channel. Far fewer people will see these videos. Far fewer people hear me ask for people to sponsor the show on odyssey.com/@crowdsourcethetruth, crowdsourcethetruth.substack.com, and subscribestar.com, and patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth. You can also subscribe on X now at JG_CSTT. Now it's weird, Elon Musk sort of sold himself X. XAI bought X, the platform. Did people notice the amount? 33 billion. He loves that number 33, right? Not 30 rocket engines, not 35. 33 is the magic number.
It's a full outfit.
And 33 billion. So it was 45 billion valuation, 12 billion debt. And so that's 33 billion in a stock swap from the AI thing to X. And then I was talking to some people, seems like the $9 billion loss, when you're dealing in that lofty, high country of hundreds of billions of dollars, I guess, he's got a lot of ability to absorb those kinds of losses against hundreds of billions of dollars of assets. It's really warm today. We're definitely beautiful spring day on the High Line. I could have done without this jacket. I'm feeling a little warm. But I need the pockets. So we'll see what's going on. Last week, I came over here at 1, and the thing was, they put out these tweets, or they have some kind of schedule. What does she think of the assassination? And it's scheduled to start at noon, so I figured, I thought about actually getting here even early and see who's poking around, what kind of shenanigans are going on over there. But we'll see what's happening, directly here right after noon. It's been a busy week. I was in DC, I think a lot of people saw. And thanks again to the people who sponsor the show. I can't do stuff like that without your sponsorship. That's it. It's a numbers game, right? They know if there's 120,000 people watching on YouTube, as there were in 2020, every time I say, hey, sponsor the show on Odyssey or Subscribestar or Patreon or, Substack, 100,000 people hear that. Some will. So just by shutting that down, which was their focus for many, many years, I get a channel to 20,000, they shut it down. I think the magic cutoff number now on YouTube is 10,000. The last couple, there were lawsuits brought by, George's paperclip Nazi brother, which allowed him to send court documents to attorneys for some of these things that he knows. I've alleged this in legal filings that I believe he used to pressure YouTube into deleting all my channels. Now he's withdrawn that case. There's supposed to be a hearing on Tuesday, but he's made it clear that he's not going to show up at the hearing, and he's withdrawn the case. So I mean, again, it's 8 years of judicial harassment from this guy. It's absolutely absurd. I don't know if people saw on X, I had posted my draft bill. I'm really proud of this, actually. Let me show it to everybody. I posted my draft bill for the Judicial Accountability Act of 2025. And I think it's good. The reason why I started talking about this in DC the other day, and then I think my screen something happened. But let's see if we can get this going here. X. Yeah, let's see if we can just show this to everybody. I think we should be able to. Oh yeah, the other interesting thing is I realized I had one little tiny setting in my failover system set incorrectly that may have been kind of disrupting the bandwidth. So hopefully we'll have an even better experience today. So okay, here we go. This is it. Whoops. That's Felix Sater. This is the draft proposal for the Judicial Accountability Act of 2025. And I've presented this via email and direct message on X to members of Congress. I hope they'll take it up. This is intended to establish a framework for the enforcement of Article 3's Good Behavior Clause. Article 3 of the Constitution, of course. I'm not making this stuff up. But this is an opportunity for Congress to reassert its authority as a co-equal branch and rein in the judiciary. We would have a civilian-centered review mechanism consistent with the constitutional principles necessary to preserve public trust and judicial integrity. But it's designed to rein in the rogues. The basic idea here is if you get before a judge who violates your rights, you can file a motion that would be evaluated by this special panel created by Congress. And if you meet the high bar to, impanel essentially a grand jury, you would have this jury presiding over your case against the judge. And I think it's a great idea because it's quite clear that impeachment, which is described in Article 2 and does apply to judges, that's for high crimes and misdemeanors, bribery, etc. The Good Behavior Clause, though, that appears in Article 3 where it says that judges will serve while on good behavior. That's obviously a different condition than, crimes, bad behavior. And also there's examples. We've spoken about this. There's examples in, Old English law of getting judges kicked out for drunkenness and unruly behavior and illegal decisions, not bad decisions. It's important for people to remember. I'm not suggesting that this be an alternate to appeals or any of the regular stuff. This is, particularly designed to counteract the 2.5 centuries of judicial branch usurpation of power just through, I think they call it legislating from the bench, right? These judges make rulings that result in case law that sort of shape how the law is interpreted, and that's fine. They need that flexibility, but there's got to be tension in any of these things, They have to know that there's stuff they're allowed to do within the context of legitimate judging, and then there's shenanigans that you just can't get into. Sending kids to jail and, hiding evidence of emails sent by George's brother that started the whole entire case such that the plaintiff can destroy my business and take loads of money from me and all that. I mean, that's what they cannot do. And we have no recourse against that right now. But that Judicial Accountability Act of 2025 would change that. So hopefully someone brave in Congress will take that up and make it a law. What's the happenings on Diddle Island today? I don't think I'm gonna make it over there. I think it'll be pretty roasty hot. I could have worn shorts, actually. I should have done that. Cargo shorts could have carried all this stuff. So I do believe I've got the failover system tweaked to its ultimate settings now, better than it's ever been before. Hopefully we won't have any disruption. Let's see what's going on down there right now. Can we see anything? Are the cops there? There's a police car. Oh yeah, look, all the police vans. So, okay, obviously, you know, they've allowed shenanigans. They've given a permit. Again, I don't understand why they wouldn't just say, hey, look,
Amen.
The Attorney General has declared this politically motivated, organized attacks on Tesla vehicles and owners to be domestic terrorism. So I mean, to that extent, shouldn't the NYPD say, hey, we can't give you a permit for that? I mean, I guess they're talking about bombing the cars, and these guys are saying we're not bombing. But it's still intimidation, harassment. I, again, got to do a lot of creative things with the microphone. Let me zip the front of this. Should keep it sheltered. Yeah, there we go. That's not bad. It's supposed to be super windy today, which might mitigate the warmth. Now, okay, see, we got people up here. Looks like we got news and photographers up here wanting to observe the Tesla madness. Maybe not. Maybe I'm imagining that. It could just be people enjoying the High Line.
They have the whole building.
No, it looks like they're observing something down there. So yeah, they definitely kick it off at noon. I guess they get here early. Whoop. Just almost lost my hat. Damn it. Now the battery went flying. Shoot. Getting all dizzy. Here we go. Oh boy. See, now what the hell are they doing? How are they allowing this to go on? Do we notice a lot of people wearing royal blue? Maybe they just love the Democrat Party. Oh my God, it's like a windstorm. Can't believe it. That's crazy. Oh. Let's see. Okay. If I keep my head down and the jacket closed, maybe, okay, the wind died down. Wow. So we got a huge crowd down there already. We'll approach from the south. I'm sure I'll be recognized by some of these lunatics. Try to be a little low-key. That's why I wore the dark baseball hat. Okay, there we go. We're zipped up. One hand on the hat. Let's see what's going on down there. I need to put some Velcro on this battery so it can't slide. That's the new idea. See, Kaizen, there's always a way to improve. I don't know, what do people think? Am I out of my mind? Isn't this a non-First Amendment harassment of the business that really shouldn't be allowed? Probably. What do you think? Generic rioters, people say. Lots of red banners. Sachs guy was wearing blue. Well, yeah, he might be, because you got people coming from out of town, you know, maybe he's there. They place markers and things, who knows? Let's see who we've got here. We got a lot of people doing a lot of things. He's got it. Oh, baby. He's got it. So everybody's got the blue shirt. Not everybody, but oh wow, and here's a police van blocking off the street. So they're really, I mean, they just effectively have shut Tesla down. Why is this allowed? It's pointless to ask them because we know they're just gonna stand there and not have an answer or say something stupid. Let's see. I like that kind of dog, Boston Terrier. Oh, they got a drone. This is wild. Super windy. So windy.
I just advise them to not do that. So I ask them not to be rude to my friend. Right. All right, thank
provide testimony. Okay. Why not? What's wrong with Elon Musk?
Well, first of all, I think there's the legal document. Second of all, he's fascist and Nazi salute.
So do you not like illegal aliens?
I'm just saying it's hypocritical. He was an illegal alien.
So
He's a Nazi.
he's not. Why is he a Nazi? Why
Well,
is
if you give a Nazi salute, you're a Nazi. If you go to Germany and tell them they don't have to be upset about their past, that's not healthy.
So-
You go to Germany and support the AFD, which is basically very simple climate support, that's not healthy.
So what do you not like about Doge and cutting waste fraud?
Basically, they're not doing cutting waste, fraud, and abuse. They're just cutting the government. They don't know what they're cutting. They have no idea what they're cutting.
Have you been to the Doge website to look at the cuts that they're making?
I've read enough about those
Where do you read about Doge?
everywhere. I even look at Fox News.
So do you think that they're not doing an effective job of it, or do you just not like the idea?
Fraudulent.
When did you start disliking Elon Musk?
Well, certainly when he did his Nazi salute, it's like,
That was the moment when he did the
well, that sealed the deal for me.
but you so you liked him before that? I'm asking. Did you like him?
I didn't have an opinion about it before he got involved with Trump. He paid $250 million to buy the government of the United States.
You think he's an oligarch?
That is an authoritarian. He's an oligarch. He's a fascist. And he'll be shown to be a complete fraud, as is Trump and all the people around him.
Are you at all concerned about waste, fraud, and abuse in the federal government?
If you can do it in a documented, proper way. Waste, fraud, and abuse, what have they done in the last 2 months? They've defrauded the American people. They're spending huge amount of money, getting overturned in court, having to reverse things, have to rehire people. It's complete chaos, complete damage. They're well on their way to become America, making America second rate. You're not going to make America great until you make America second rate.
So have you been on the Doge website to look at some of the waste, fraud, and abuse that they're trying to cut out?
No.
Why not?
So I don't think I can really put out. I wouldn't go to the Oath Keepers website. I wouldn't go to the Proud Boys website.
So you don't trust it because it's a government website?
No, because Elon Musk is not supposed to be doing that. We didn't vote for Elon Musk, and now he's the co-president.
But Donald Trump got elected president, so isn't he allowed to?
Did he win by a landslide? Does he have a mandate?
Well, he got elected.
Did he have a mandate?
Did he not get elected? President?
Yeah, I think he got elected.
Do you not have a mandate if you get elected?
No.
Oh, you
A
don't?
mandate's when Lyndon Johnson beat Barry Goldwater.
So
That's a mandate.
So elections only
1%
only
is not
count
a
when
net.
you decide that they count.
He's the president. The king will not admit that he lost to Joe Biden, and Fox News did that as well. Well, you had to pay. What did you have to pay? $700 million.
Did Donald Trump win the election?
Did you have? Yes, I said yes. Did,
So he doesn't.
did Joe Biden win the election?
He doesn't have a
And you
mandate.
answered. Joe Biden.
He was president.
No. Did he win the election?
I said yes, he was president.
No. Did he win the election? No. You answered the question.
I just answered.
No, you didn't. Did Joe Biden win the election? You won't answer the question.
I just answered.
You're a
I
fraud.
said yes.
You're a fraud. No, you won't say he won the election. You said, oh, he's the president.
How is Elon Musk stealing?
Red, white, and blue. You're here.
He's taking money away from
You're
people.
here. It's your shirt. Red, white, and blue. That's you.
I'm worried primarily about fraud.
Oops.
Distributed event.
Well, always today.
You want to go up? You can get on the bridge.
We're gonna fight back, and we're gonna win this fight. No more
not to be on
And the red flags are set out. Why? What does that mean?
I'm worried that my daughter.
Why are we in dire distress? How?
You guys work for him too? You work for him?
I'm very worried about my social.
Yeah. Where's your Fox News card? He doesn't either. So he's a liar.
You haven't seen him on Fox News? You said you watch.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, he's on Sundays.
Oh yeah? Well, he doesn't have a press card. He has no identifying card.
It's not the law that he has to carry a business card. Turn on the television, he's on there.
Do you not want the federal government to look into the
Ask him for his press card. He claims he's a Fox News liar.
He gave you your time. Leave him alone.
So you make
That's the same as it was.
So we're $34 trillion in debt now. We're $4 trillion in debt with Bill Clinton. Isn't it more important to cut waste, fraud, and abuse now that we're...
But not with drugs. Not with kids.
Did you make your own sign? Tell me about the sign.
It was, I made it. That's exactly what I saw.
Great, thanks a lot.
Can I have one?
Yeah,
Who printed those for you?
I designed.
You designed it?
You can find it on the train.
You're a big Mets fan, huh?
Awesome.
You're a big Mets fan, huh? You have a Instagram or a website people can find you on?
Yes,
What is that?
but I stopped selling the sticker. I don't.
Well, just say it. It'll go out on the
line.
live streams. That way, if people want stickers, they can contact you.
Okay.
You don't remember your own Instagram?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Let's see here if we get close to that. Can't see it in the reflection. What does it say? What's the Instagram? Just tell me.
Double H QR double H.
Okay, good. So people can contact you on there. Thank you very much. It's encouraging people to litter. When you see this on the subway, maybe we can do something about that guy via Instagram. Here. I can't hold it. I have too many hands. Charlie, can I ask you a question? Does this qualify as First Amendment activity, shutting down a business 3 weeks in a row? How many New York City businesses could tolerate closing 3 weekends in a row in the beginning of spring? Isn't this economic terrorism?
Yeah, that's a good point. Have you thought of? You should go up there and give that speech.
I'll be torn apart. I was speaking with the NYPD about this. Why do they continue to give out permits for something that's clearly not First Amendment activity? It's criminal intimidation.
That's a good question.
Have a good day. Be safe.
Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Elon Musk has got to go.
You're very sweet.
Ho, ho.
Sure, you're probably
Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Elon Musk has got to go.
running for mayor?
Yes, I can hear it.
Isn't this not First Amendment activity, shutting down a business 3 weeks in a row? How many New York City businesses could tolerate to close their location 3 weeks in a row? This is an economic attack on Tesla. How can you sanction this? You will never be mayor. This is not the use of the First Amendment. This is, step away from me. Don't advance towards me like that. Yeah, you did. You just came up to me in a threatening manner and you're advancing towards me. Back up. You too. Get out of my way.
You bumped into me. Excuse me. You bumped into me.
Yeah, because this guy, I see what you're fucking doing. Surround me and then walk me into the fucking one asshole after the next. That fucking guy is not going to be mayor. Supporting crime. Nice hat. Where's Joel?
Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Everybody come over here. Mic check.
How is this not illegal amplification of sound?
Everybody, we have a message for Elon Musk.
How is this not illegal amplification of sound? How is this protest allowed at all? This is not First Amendment activity. They're shutting down the business week after week. What's your deal?
Right now, like we said,
I remember you from last week.
We've been working really hard to send a message to America that fascism does not.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Elon Musk does not own this country. The community. Sorry. The community. Can you hear me now?
How is this First Amendment activity? You're shutting down the business 3 weeks in a row.
The First
It's an
Amendment
economic
is-
attack. It's not First Amendment.
We have a message for Elon Musk.
No, you
That
don't.
he does not own this country. We have a message that don't.
Why, this is illegal amplification of sound. Why don't you arrest this guy right now? That's more than 7 decibels above ambient. Shut him down.
The real purpose.
Why are you allowing this?
People who.
You telling me to keep it down? This guy's amplifying sound and you're standing there. Get on a treadmill, fatso.
Fascism.
This is an economic attack. It's not First Amendment activity. Close down a business 3 weeks in a row. How is this not illegal amplification of sound, Lieutenant? More than 7 decibels above ambient. This is not a First Amendment demonstration. This is an economic assault on a business that's been forced to close 3 weeks in a row. Why have you allowed this to happen?
I have no comment.
It's pretty weak, man. You should hang up that badge and go become a fucking florist or something. How's it going? Elad, how is this First Amendment
Shake your
activity?
hand, but no, I'm too hot right now.
Okay, forgive me. Go be hot. Fuck you, man. How is this allowed to happen, officers? Illegal amplification of sound. They've closed this business down 3 weeks in a row. How can they allow it? It's an economic attack on a business. How many businesses in New York City could tolerate having their customers and employees intimidated?
Talk to the police officers in the white shirts.
Yeah, they say they have nothing to say. All of you guys should resign. look like friendly people. Don't you think this is an economic attack on a business? This isn't the First Amendment. They've closed it down for the past 3 weeks in a row. How many businesses in New York City could tolerate that?
Okay.
So, I mean, don't you think it's disgraceful that you don't? It's okay to just attack people you disagree with and put them out of business? What business are you ladies in? Maybe people want to attack that and put it out.
The man who's running our government and our country, yeah, I think he can afford to.
Okay, so if you decide that you don't like someone, you can attack their business? You two are evil. Why don't you tell us what business you're in and then people can attack your business? You're in the business of being idiots.
Stand up like that.
Where's Joel? Excuse me, sorry. Faggot. Sorry. I should not have said that. But that was a very... That I should not have said. You know, this is a disgusting display over here. I'm surprised we don't have our friend Joel. So it's interesting that we've got this flag bearer with the two different colors. We don't quite yet have it sorted out of what this color coding is all about. Who dat? Wow, so many of people's messages are getting flagged. Yeah, you see, I just do these video podcasts where I walk down the street. I'm not recording you in your blue shirt. This is just a very interesting selfie podcast. What's up?
No problem.
No, why are you approaching me? Dude, what the hell are you doing? I'm not following you, asshole. I'm walking down the street doing a video blog. What the fuck is up with you? You just almost hurt a kid, idiot. Are you gonna attack me?
You hurt the kid.
Yeah, because you jumped on me, man. You turn around like you're doing right now. Keep walking, old man. Oh, is this guy printing a gun? Don't come near me, man. Don't come close to me. Just don't take a step towards me, bro. You got a problem, man. What are you doing? You're following me now. Don't come towards me, bro. Do not step towards me. You are committing assault right now. Get the fuck away from me. What's your problem, man? What's your name? Tell me your name. Call somebody. Let's see who comes.
3 years ago.
I'm in public, dude. You're assaulting me. Don't come any closer. Don't come any closer than that. Stop advancing towards me. Okay? I'm in public. Yeah, fuck you, asshole. Go stick it in your ass. Go stick it up your ass, old man. What the fuck is this guy trying to sort out? I mean, that was odd, wasn't it? Guy's obviously eyeballing me. These people are all committing a crime. So if that guy was smart, he'd come around the block over here. How's my buddy Joel doing? Burn a Tesla. So they've got publishing incitements to violence. So now you've got open incitements to violence right here. Burn a Tesla. This is First Amendment. This is an open incitement to violence, and you're police officers. How is this allowed to be happening? You're the Counterterrorism Bureau, Sergeant Luizo and Officer Kaiser. This is an incitement to violence. How can you allow this to be here in public?
It's a peaceful demonstration.
It's an incitement to violence. Why are you getting involved in my conversation with the police? Why don't you fuck off and mind your own business? I'm talking to the police officer.
I live here. This is my city. Keep it peaceful. Thank you. Okay. Let's go back to the south.
That guy came, I walked away. He's still persisting. Tell him to stop following me. Tell him to stop following me. Fucking asshole. Fuck you. Stay over there, you bald dick. Stop fucking stepping towards me, motherfucker. This guy is advancing towards me. He's assaulting me. Get him the fuck out of here. Tell him to back the fuck up. Don't touch me.
I apologize. Just go.
Why are you protecting the people who are here to commit a crime? This guy is fucking advancing towards me. That's an incitement to violence. Look at him yelling. Don't put your hands on me, sergeant, or whatever the fuck you are. Get these idiots out of here. Who is this fucking bruiser? Is he part of the cops? What the fuck is up with you guys? Get all the pictures you want, you dweeb. This is a fucking disgrace. The NYPD is protecting this crime. Tell this fucking asshole not to take one more step toward me. This bitch either. How do you let these fucking people advance towards me?
Wait.
That's incitement to assault. Shut the fuck up!
Are you claiming stand your ground because somebody may be black?
No, I'm saying in New York, you have a right, you have an obligation to retreat. And you're allowing them all to encircle around me and advance towards me. Look at this guy. You're allowing a crowd to intimidate me. The NYPD is failing today. They are supporting this riot. This is not First Amendment activity. This is an economic attack. Do not take one fucking step toward me. You should be arresting every one of these people. You're a fucking disgrace. Get the fuck away from me, you loser. Who is this guy following me? Get him the fuck out of here. Is he a cop? What is he doing? This is an illegal protest. This is an economic assault on Tesla by a bunch of criminals. What is your name, Fatso? What's your name, Fatso? You know you fucking assholes always say the same thing.
Are you off your meds?
Yeah, I'm off my meds, you cunt. Get the fuck away from me with that. Hey, get the fuck away from me. Hey, officer! These guys are fucking chasing me around with this scarf, following me around. Get them the fuck out of here. How are you allowing people... Excuse me, officer. How are you allowing these people to surround and intimidate me?
But you just got to take a step away, too.
Oh, you guys are disgraceful. Just get the... He's touching me. Don't fucking touch me. Can you please clear away so I can leave? They won't even let me leave. Get the fuck out of the way. This is a disgrace! Arrest these fucking people! What is wrong with you? Surrounding people, surrounding this business, closing it 3 weeks in a row. It's an economic assault. It's not First Amendment activity. This should be shut down and the NYPD is complicit. You motherfuckers are complicit. Who does that radio go to, smart guy? How are you letting this happen? Who do you two work for? What does that say?
From the NYPD press office.
So what the fuck is going on here? How is a permit granted to this? This is not First Amendment activity. This is the third week in a row this business has been shut down.
Peaceful assembly.
You're not allowed to. What's your business? Tell us your business and we'll shut it down. What's your business, fatso, other than being a dick?
Shorty! Why don't you go back to where you came from, Shorty? Okay? Piece of shit.
Okay, so why don't you tell us what your business is, genius, and everybody can crowd out your fucking place so you can't do business for 3 weeks in a row because we politically disagree. It's simply not First Amendment activity.
Why don't you move to South Africa?
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Go lose 50 pounds, you fucking cunt. Ah, yeah, because I can control that, you fat, lazy son of a bitch. See, these people are following me. Stop following me. You're not allowed to stalk people, even in New York. Why are they allowed to shut this business down 3 weeks in a row? This is not First Amendment activity. This is an economic assault on a business. How many businesses in New York could be shut down 3 weeks in a row and remain in business? How can you allow this to happen? You're supposed to be a police officer. You're a disgrace. So, I mean, we see. This is what's the same thing. You know, we've got all kinds of people embedded here. Where's the idiot with the blue sleeves? Who is the fat asshole photographer who feels so comfortable to come right over to me, making assault-like moves toward me right in front of the cops? Why does that guy have that level of comfort to do that? The police are running that protest, and for what purpose? Has anybody figured it out? I can't. Why are they doing that? Yeah, I mean, we got enough images of everybody who's there. I'm sure Joel will be there later. If something truly terrible is going to happen, he'll be in charge of that. Amy, oh, are you threatening me here? Come with your tough camera to my small town? Yeah, people who threaten in the comments are all the toughest people. I can't understand scumbag idiots like this person, Amy, who defend the criminal activity of shutting down a business. You know, people work for Tesla to earn money to feed their children. Hey, Amy, guess what? Fuck you. Who's paying me? Nobody's paying me, you stupid bitch. I'm suing Elon Musk. I think he's an asshole. But that doesn't mean you can shut down his business. How can the NYPD allow this illegal protest that is not First Amendment activity to go on 3 weeks in a row, shutting down a business in New York City? How many businesses in New York City could be closed 3 weeks in a row and stay open? It's shameful that you people put on police officer uniforms and stand by while these crimes are being committed, texting, doing all that shit. No, they're not. They're allowing the city to crumble around them. Each of you, if you were doing your job, you'd be over there arresting those people. I'm not talking to you. You should all resign. All of you. Useless. Entertain the drunk guy on the standpipe. Amy, you stupid idiot. See, they're cowards. They won't show their faces. Somebody identify that fat guy and let's shut down his business. 3 weeks, 3 months, let's see how long he can take it. You know, he gets to gauge how long other people's businesses can be shut down. Elon Musk can take it. What about the people working in that place? What about the people who need to make sales to earn money? What about the people who own the cars and are getting intimidated? What if somebody just wants to go in there and buy something? You know, it's a ridiculous way to be. And the fact that the cops are like, huh, I don't know, just let it happen. They are all disgraceful. So I don't know, maybe we can figure out who that fat, maladjusted, beer belly loser with the camera was, who's antagonizing the crowd. I mean, the cops allowing him to do that, absolutely outrageous. All right, enough about that. What else would people like to discuss? Crazy old men who look like they're cops or ex-cops or intelligence officers or something getting pissed off. Aspen Institute interns, probably right. How did she like the assassination? Well, questions, comments. Police are too scared to enforce the law. It's true. There is no law. That's the point. Those guys are just openly breaking the law, amplifying sound. They don't have a permit to do that. There's other businesses on that street, aside from Tesla. I mean, those people are so maladjusted. See, Charles and I have often spoken about this phenomenon where if you've been involved in negotiations, which frankly everyone has, it doesn't have to be big fancy business negotiations, buying and selling airlines. Could be your own marriage, something with a friend, $500 over a car, who knows? The point is, you can reach a point with the opposite party where it becomes clear that there's just no negotiation to be had. I think we're seeing that soon with Zelensky. And that's where we're at with all those people. You know, I approached those old ladies because I said to myself, they look like they would be nice people. Let me say something sensible to them and see how they react. And they just became so mean, you know? They think, oh no, that's fine to shut down this business. What if their grandson had just been hired to work at the Tesla car place and turned down some other job to take the job, and then they said, oh, sorry, we can't hire you because we've had to close the store 3 or 4 weeks in a row, and we're reassessing, and sorry. And now that grandson says, oh no, I missed the other job opportunity. Now the guy has no job. You know, these people don't care about anything. They just want anarchy and chaos and to yell at people in the streets like that and make their stupid videos. I mean, go publish everything I said. Thank you. Help get the message out that this is not First Amendment activity. I didn't say anything about Elon Musk being good or bad. I'm just saying you can't go shutting people's businesses down because you disagree with them politically. And notice they know it's wrong, because if they felt that they were justified in what they were doing, they wouldn't be wearing masks. When I asked what his business was, he would tell us, I work for this or that. Someone will figure out who that fat asshole is. Chanting ended. When? What did it do? Hey, Betty. Narrow-minded victims. Right, that's what I mean. There's there's going to be no negotiating with any of those people. They're not reasonable. So, I mean, if they think they can shut down a bit, what is to be done with them? You know, and even the cops, they say, oh, go talk to the lieutenant. The lieutenant says, I have no comment. It's absurd. They're holding up signs that are public incitements to violence. That is not First Amendment. Damn it, I should have gotten pictures of the faces of the people holding those signs. Hopefully I did. That guy's gutsy parking it on the street. This is gonna probably get attacked too, even though it's not a Tesla. Left the windows open. It's a very expensive car. Well, good news, the failover system has been working great, and there were a lot of phones over there. Maybe that incorrectly set setting made all the difference, because it really should be incredibly robust. Thanks again to everybody who sponsors the show. Is this Elon Musk? I wouldn't be able to experiment with and ultimately create these bonded link aggregating systems of all varieties if it wasn't for the generous sponsors on odyssey.com/@crowdsourcethetruth. It's still the most economical way to sponsor the show and access. Now, is this open or closed cannabis? I thought there's a new one opening. $3 a month plus 58-cent Odyssey fee. And until the end of March, they haven't said anything else about the new payment system. So I don't know, maybe they're staying with regular credit cards. You know, Trump did sign some executive order that would seem to have addressed the issue that they were having, which is, you know, he said you can't use a payment system to force content policies. So I don't know, maybe Odyssey will stick with regular credit cards. You're certainly not going to lose anything. If you subscribe now, you'll get a month of access to Odyssey. And if you don't like all that, you can go to crowdsourcethetruth.substack.com or subscribestar.com or patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth. Maybe this was it. I don't know. There are some new weed stores opening around. It's really hot. You know, that's just an incredible put on. Is there a reason why Elon Musk would want the Tesla stock to go down? I mean, I can't imagine it. He doesn't want his customers to get attacked. Why would the police allow this to happen? Why would Musk not... Forget about any relationship he has with Eric Adams' attorney. Why would he not just call the police and say, hey, who gives out permits, and stop giving them out in front of our business, like file some motion with his lawyer, sue the city, and make the arguments that I'm making? It's not First Amendment activity. It's closing down the business. They should be allowed to protest in a public park or not within whatever number of feet of the location. So keep it away so that people can walk into the store. Why don't they just keep them on the other sidewalk? Aren't all those other businesses closed where I was standing, where all the journalists are hanging out and all the people who are running it appear to be meeting and greeting each other, where that dude with the royal blue sleeves was freaking out? Why don't they just put up a fence and say all the protest has to happen here so that you could walk into Tesla and just listen to it from across the street? I could think that that might be First Amendment. The problem is that the whole place has been closed down. That's an outcome. That's thuggery. That's not First Amendment. In other words, if you sued Tesla and the judgment was you have to close that store down, that would at least arguably be operating by a set of rules and laws and having a process. This is just they decide they don't like Tesla, come shut it down. I really object to that. And you know what? Because it's the same thing that was done to crowdsource the truth. As I said at the beginning, this is how these people operate. They decide who gets to be in business and who doesn't. It's pretty outrageous, and those police are there protecting them. Why do those big, tall guys, they come over and are provoking fights, and they're just like crackhead Barney, just like Oren Levi. Those guys are emboldened by the fact that they're protected by the police. And he's saying, oh, stand your ground. He's trying to provoke me to fight. New York is not a stand your ground state. You have a legal obligation to retreat. That's the game they're trying to play. Everybody on Twitter is like, oh, self-defense, self-defense. Okay, but after a weekend in jail, you'll be explaining that to a judge who will tell you, no, New York is a castle doctrine state, so unless that fight is happening in my apartment, I'm not allowed to defend myself. I have to retreat. That's why I always back up and tell them not to advance, and that's why the old guy realized I knew what I was talking about, because I had it all on video, and if anything happened, he was clearly the one who initiated the assault. And these cops allow them to surround me. One guy gets behind me so that I trip, so that I hit someone, and then that person starts a fight. We see the tricks. So these trips over there, you know, they're all about just gathering more information about who's there. I mean, unfortunately, I can't stay there for hours and hours. And obviously the risk, you know, they start to see me and you see what happens. I was just talking to those cops and that fat guy got involved. If he's a news photographer, why does he give a shit what I'm saying to the cops? Why did he even get involved? And they come and surround me and the police tell me to leave. I mean, this is how these assholes operate all the time. 10th precinct right over there, speaking of assholes. And then the drunk guy, oh, they're just doing their job. No, they're not. They're standing around. Doing their job would be enforcing the law and telling all those people to leave. Get those loudspeakers on their backs that say, this is the New York City Police Department. This is an unlawful assembly. If you leave now, you will be allowed to go. If you continue to stay, you will be arrested in 5 minutes. This is the New York City Police Department. They start walking around playing that, telling everybody to back up, telling them to get the hell out of here. And they do that when they want to. Clearly, they don't want to do that now. I'm going to go back to that video from May 2020, the very first COVID protest, because it got shut down right away. I mean, it had a permit. It wasn't closing a business. It was in City Hall Park. In the middle of the day, nobody was conducting any business in the park, and it was just isolated to a small area around the fountain, so if anybody did want to enjoy the park, they still could, and it had a permit. And they were not having calls to violence to destroy property. And they shut it down right away. How do we explain that? And they said it was shut down from the governor. Governor Cuomo shut it down. I forget how I knew that detail. Maybe it was in the paper. Maybe the cops said it. But we can go back to that video. By the way, that video is on Odyssey, even if you just subscribe for free. I really do recommend that. Subscribe to odyssey.com/@crowdsourcethetruth, totally for free. Try it out. Search the library. It's the largest library of crowdsource the truth content anywhere on the internet, free content and subscriber only content, but it's free to subscribe. And if you go on there and look up, I don't know, maybe City Hall and COVID, you can go to the content tab and search. That's another great thing about Odyssey. It's got a great search engine in there. It's really wonderful technology. The guys who make it are very smart, very helpful with the tech support. So please support Odyssey. But yeah, I mean, you can see the cops show up right away, kicked everybody out. They could easily do that. They could make an announcement and say this type of demonstration will not be tolerated, and anybody showing up is going to be sent away, and anybody resisting will be arrested, or give them a permit, work with the people. They're obviously working with the people organizing it, right? You know, they got those big tall nerds who weigh 250 pounds who put on their high-vis security vests, and suddenly they think they're cops who can run over and protect a guy who inserts himself into a conversation I'm having with law enforcement and starts antagonizing me and yelling at me, and somehow I'm the problem? Now wait a minute. Here we are in this really radio disruptive area. Let's see if the new, nope, doesn't seem to help. Yeah, because I think that's a radio disruption between these two. What if I do it like this? This probably will help. Just keep them super duper close. So that's all for today, folks. As we can see, loads of Tesla Saturday craziness over there. Please become a sponsor. Odyssey.com/@crowdsourcethetruth, crowdsourcethetruth.substack.com, subscribestar.com, and patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth. Thanks for tuning in and happy Saturday.